Okay, today I wanted to show you some different size SWA glands which you can get. I'm going to show you the smallest one and the biggest one I've got. Right then, let's start off with the smallest. So I did have a 35mm 4-core SWA gland, but unfortunately I've lost that one. Don't know where the hell that's disappeared to, probably in one of my drawers somewhere. So next size up, I think it is a 90mm SWA gland. And there you are. It's unfortunately the banjo and this locking nut that goes over this end of the gland and the locking ring that goes on this end of the gland. Unfortunately they've all gone missing for some reason. This was picked out of a bin, by the way, at work. So I thought, because they're going to go in the bin, I thought I might as well just keep them. And you know, just keep them, like, I don't know, probably just leave them as they is, like make a tower of them. Because they're all made out of brass. Solid brass, as you can probably tell by the colour of it. Well, these are quite cheap to buy in. They're about, I think the most expensive is about 20 odd quid, I think. But as the sizes go up, the prices go up, if you know what I mean. So yeah, the thing's solid brass, and this perforated bit here is where the steel armoured, or the steel of the, as you cut through the first PVC sheath, you got steel. The steel sits on there, and it's got to sit just before you get to the thread. So just that line there, as you can tell. So that's how far the steel's got to go. And that locking ring then basically compresses it against that, and it won't go anywhere. And then the conductors go through the centre of it, like width, and you're supposed to leave roughly about that much sticking out the end, so plus a little bit more, a little bit less, depending on how much you want to put in. And then this goes into the side of your consumer unit, like probably like that. You just shrouding that over it so it looks a bit like that. Then you got the lock ring inside the DB. Just tighten it up. We usually use a hammer and screwdriver and just smack the, because it's hexagonal, like it's got corners which you can smack it with. It's a lot better than just trying to get a pair of grips in there and try and tighten it up. Plus it's faster, a lot less noisy. Well, more noisy than it should be, but it makes it tighter than what some of them make it. So yeah, God, I'm missing some glands. Fucking hell. I've only got 3 left, 3 now. I did have 4. Oh well. Next up we have a 185 SWA gland from 1975. This has got the banjo, but unfortunately it doesn't have the locking ring. Again, this ring's solid brass, including the banjo. And yeah, this nut here that goes over the steel and then the PVC sheath, which you use to compress the steel onto that perforated bit, which is this bit here. Because it's 40 years old nearly, or give or take a few months, I guess. Yeah, I can't get it off because of corrosion and stuff that's built up inside there. I mean, it was a hard time trying to get the stick out of it, hence why it's all scuffed up. So this is a 185 SWA 4-core 3-phase. 3 low conductors in neutral, earth's running separate. The same thing as the 90mm basically. That was 4-core 3-phase in neutral, 3 lows in neutral. Yeah, this thing weighs a bloody ton, this does. Yeah, so same principle applies. I mean, it's been through hell really. Banjos, well, this is what they call a banjo. We call them banjos, but you can call them an earth tag. You basically, before you put this on into your DB, you put that over it like that, screw it up tight, drill a 6mm hole and put a 6mm nut and bolt on, and that's the whole thing earthed, like the cable's earthed. Additional earthing is required if you're running in a separate DB or new supply. So So let's have a look at British standards. So you can get you on it there. Part of it will probably be missing. So yeah, this thing quite heavy, but yeah, I think these 185s. I think we got them for about 35 quid for a pack of 2. So that's not bad, but we're ready to go up to the next one. Right, the biggest one I've got, and I've had a look on YouTube to see if anyone's done any 300mm 3-phase full core SWA. No one has, not in the UK anyway. So let's just say 300mm SWA 3-phase 4 core is not the easiest kit to work with. It was an absolute bastard to try and move the try and bend the conductors into place. It weren't having any of it. It's like trying to bend wood, for fuck's sake. You know what I mean? But anyway, yeah. So that's probably the biggest SWA I've worked with. So let's have a look at this one then. This thing weighs an absolute ton. It is a beast. Same age as a 185, 1975. Yeah, again, I tried to get this thing off, but my grips weren't big enough. We had to use fuck off things called pipe wrenches just to get the thing undone. Well, the other one. We did have 2, but we just cut this one off because we was going to put a joint down the ladder rack. But this one, well, it was cut to about here, so it's about that long, and I had to try and get all the fucking steel out of it. It was not easy. Again, I fucked it up, but it's not going to go anywhere. It's not going to be used ever again, because again, it's been seized up through corrosion and whatnot. Excuse me. So the thing that confuses me is, again, all of these are solid brass, by the way, if you're wondering. One thing that doesn't get me, the one thing that gets me is the 185 banjo has, I think it's 10mm hole, 300mm, I think it's a 6mm hole. What the fuck's going on there? You know what I mean? But yeah, you can't use the 185 and 300. If you fucked up, you fucked up, because that would just look stupid. But yeah, it's quite impressive. Yeah, I'm not going to get rid of these yet. I'll probably keep them for a little while because I think they're unique. Because yeah, I think it's rather cool. Never had a SWA gland this size before. But yeah, interesting. Okie dokie, so that's 3 SWA glands side by side each other, 300, 185, 90. And as you can see, there is a bloody size difference. That is obscene on how big that 300 is. But hopefully, sometime in the next couple of months, my boss has told me and a mate, well, one of my mates, that we're going to be handling 500mm single core SWA cables. 500mm, which is basically, you know, these two added together. It is going to be obscene. 500mm SWA gland. That is going to be fucking massive. Because we're going to go from 11 kV, like high voltage, 11,000 volts, to 11 kV transformer, and then from an 11 kV transformer to a massive warehouse that's being re-livened up and whatnot. So yeah, that's going to be fun. Right, you see that transmission tower all the way over yonder? That's not 11,000 volts. I think that's something I've been told it before. I think it's about 200,000 volts or something. It's quite high voltage, but don't hold me to what I just said. I was trying to remember it, but I can't remember it today. I'm too much of a come down. But yeah, you can see that is quite a long way away. You can probably see the camera zoom in anymore. It won't. Yeah, that's quite far away. That's really good, that zoom. That's about, that zoom is probably about 2 miles away. That transmission, that high voltage tower. Yeah, no, not 2 miles away. About yeah, I'll probably just say about a mile, mile and a half, probably. You think? Yeah, it's probably about a mile and a half, 2 miles. Not bad, not bad, not bad. So, this is where they're going to live. So I've got 3 things now. That's probably the same age as each other. That's probably 45 years old. That's 40 years old. Madness. Anyway, if you're wondering, yes, I did get pulled over. Just random stop. Anyway, thanks for watching.